Welcome to another I2R Tech Lighting Solutions tutorial video. In this video, I will explain yet another unique follow spotting tool included in our arsenal, the Z slider. We know that the way our remote control follow spot system works is by having all the various lights around the venue aim to the same target or the same spot on the floor. Having all lights aiming to the same spot on the floor makes it possible for an operator to visually know the light's aim, since they all overlap at said spot. Then, the easiest technique to follow a person is by keeping the overlapping light spots at the person's feet while on the move. However, there are some cases where this might not quite work. For example, if the light beams are not wide enough, then the upper section of the person will not be illuminated. Or if the person is temporarily higher than the floor level, over some steps or a podium, then the lights will not reach up. The job of the Z slider is to manually raise the point where all the lights meet, sort of like creating a higher imaginary floor where all the lights would overlap. But note that this should be temporary. The Z slider should remain down for most of the time. In the case where the beam angles are not wide enough, the Z slider could raise the light's crossing point, so instead of spotting the person's feet, the lights would spot their face. Similarly, the Z slider would rise the floor up if the target were temporarily higher, making it possible to do the job. Just be aware that the lights no longer overlap at the floor when the Z slider is up. So follow spotting like that takes some skills. For example, a more skilled technique is follow spotting by keeping track of the shadows cast within each one of the various spotlights seen on the floor and walls around the target. The aim is perfect when all the shadows are completely within the spotlights. A skilled operator will be able to move the joystick with one hand while adjusting the Z slider as needed with the other hand, all the while looking at the moving target and keeping track of the shadows within the spotlights. I would know. As a side note, you should know that there are other remote control follow spotting techniques, such as the more challenging follow spotting by X and Y coordinates, or the vastly easier follow spotting in camera mode, if you happen to have our moving heads with the included wireless cameras, that is. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and don't forget to watch the entire series to get a good grasp of all the potential and different possibilities for the Moving Head Controller 2.0.